Close your eyes for a moment and imagine 66 million years ago, on a warm afternoon, something was supposed to happen. An asteroid 6 miles wide, hurtling through space at 45,000 miles per hour, was on a collision course with Earth, with the Yucatan Peninsula to be exact. When it hit, the impact released more energy than 1 billion nuclear bombs. The sky turned to fire, tsunamis swept across continents, dust and debris blocked out the sun for years. The earth grew cold, plants withered, and in that darkness, the dinosaurs disappeared. But tonight, we're not telling that story. Tonight, we're imagining something different, something quiet, something strange. What if that asteroid missed? What if it sailed past Earth just barely, continuing its journey through the void of space? What if the sun kept shining that day and the next day and the day after that? What if the Cretaceous period never ended? The dinosaurs never went extinct. They kept living, kept evolving, kept ruling the Earth for another 66 million years. And in this world, where giants never fell, everything changed. Or perhaps everything stayed the same in the most extraordinary way. Let's walk together through this world, a world that could have been, a world of endless forests, towering ferns, and creatures so large they shook the ground with every step. Breathe in slowly, and let's begin. The late Cretaceous was a warm world, much warmer than today. There were no ice caps at the poles, no frozen tundra, no glaciers carving through mountains. Instead, lush forests stretched from the Arctic to the Antarctic. Ferns and cycads covered the ground. Towering conifers reached toward a sky that was often humid, often cloudy, but always alive. In this world where the asteroid never came, that warmth continued. The continents drifted slowly, the way they always do. South America began pulling away from Africa. India moved northward, inching toward Asia. The Atlantic Ocean widened, centimeter by centimeter, year after year, millennium after millennium. But the rhythm of life stayed the same. Herds of Triceratops still wandered the open plains, their massive heads lowered as they grazed on low-growing plants. Their 3 horns gleamed in the sunlight. Their neck frills, wide and bony, provided protection from predators lurking at the edges of the herd. In the forests, herds of hadrosaurs moved together, hundreds of them at a time, their duck-like bills perfect for stripping leaves from branches. They called to each other with deep, resonating sounds that echoed through the trees, a language we could never understand, but a language nonetheless. And watching from the shadows, always watching, were the predators. Tyrannosaurus rex, Velociraptor, Giganotosaurus. These were the rulers of the food chain, not because they were cruel, but because they were perfect. Millions of years of evolution had shaped them into flawless hunting machines. In our world, they vanished. Their reign ended abruptly, violently. But in this world, they kept going. They kept evolving. And over the next 66 million years, they became something even more remarkable. Breathe slowly. Let the image settle. Imagine walking through a forest where the trees are taller than skyscrapers, where the air is thick with moisture and the calls of creatures you've never heard, where every shadow could hide something enormous, something ancient. This is the world that continued.
66 million years is an almost incomprehensible amount of time. To put it in perspective, that's the same amount of time that has passed since the dinosaurs actually went extinct in our world. In that time, tiny shrew-like mammals evolved into whales, elephants, bats, and eventually, us. Evolution never stops, it only changes direction. So in this world where dinosaurs survived, they didn't stay frozen in time. They continued to evolve, to adapt, to change with their environment. The Tyrannosaurus lineage, for instance, didn't disappear. Instead, it split into multiple branches. Some species grew even larger. Imagine a predator 50 feet long, weighing 12 tons, with jaws powerful enough to crush bone like we crack walnuts. These apex predators would roam the forests and plains, hunting in small family groups, coordinating attacks with a level of intelligence that would rival wolves. But other branches went in a different direction. Some became smaller, faster, more agile. Picture a descendant of T-Rex, but only the size of a large dog, covered in bright feathers, hunting in packs through dense undergrowths. Their arms, which were small and seemingly useless in their ancestors, grew longer, more functional. They developed sharp, hooked claws perfect for grabbing prey. These smaller theropods would fill the niche that wolves and big cats occupy in our world. Cunning, social, relentless. And then, perhaps most fascinating, some would evolve even further. Intelligence. Not human-level intelligence, but something closer to it than we'd expect. Certain species of Triceratops, small bird-like dinosaurs with large brains relative to their body size, would continue growing smarter. They'd use simple tools, build nests with incredible complexity, develop social hierarchies. Some scientists in our world have speculated about this. They called it the dinosauroid hypothesis. What if dinosaurs had kept evolving? Could one lineage have eventually developed higher intelligence? Could they have built societies? In this world, maybe they did. Not civilizations, perhaps, not cities or technology, but something more. Something we might not even recognize as intelligence because it would be so different from our own. Meanwhile, the herbivores adapted too. The massive sauropods, those long-necked giants like Brachiosaurus and Argentinosaurus, would continue their evolutionary march. Some would grow even larger to escape predators. Others would develop thicker armor, heavier plates, sharper tail spikes. The Ankylosaurus lineage would evolve into living tanks. Imagine creatures the size of buses, covered head to tail in bony armor so thick that even the largest predators couldn't penetrate it. Their tail clubs would grow heavier, more devastating. A single swing could shatter the leg of a tyrannosaur. And through it all, the world would remain loud, alive, dangerous. A symphony of roars, calls, and footsteps that never ended. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let the sounds wash over you. This is the world of giants that never fell.
But what about us? Or rather, what about the tiny mammals scurrying through this world of giants? In our world, when the dinosaurs died, mammals exploded in diversity. They filled every niche the dinosaurs left behind. They became the new rulers of the earth. But in this world, where dinosaurs never disappeared, mammals stayed small, stayed hidden, stayed insignificant. Throughout the age of dinosaurs, mammals existed. They lived in burrows, in trees, in the dark spaces where the giants didn't bother to look. They were small, most no bigger than a rat or a badger. They ate insects, seeds, maybe the occasional small reptile. And in this alternate world, they stayed that way. Without the extinction event to give them space, mammals never evolved into the large, diverse forms we see today. There would be no deer, no elephants, no whales, no lions, no primates swinging through the trees. Instead, mammals would remain what they always were, survivors in the margins. Some would burrow deeper, developing incredible hearing and smell to navigate underground. Others would become nocturnal specialists, only emerging when the dinosaurs slept. A few might evolve gliding membranes, allowing them to leap between trees under cover of darkness. But they would never grow large, never dominate, never rule. The world belonged to the reptiles, and it always would. In the oceans, however, the story was slightly different. Marine reptiles like mosasaurs and plesiosaurs would continue to dominate the seas. They would grow into even more spectacular forms, some reaching lengths of 60 feet or more, hunting squid and fish in the dark waters. But some mammals did make it to the oceans in our world, and they might have tried in this one too. Early whale ancestors might have attempted the transition from land to sea. But with marine reptiles already filling every niche, these early proto-whales would struggle. Most would fail. Perhaps a few small species would survive, something like a seal or otter, living along coastlines, small enough to avoid the attention of the great marine reptiles. But nothing like the whales we know today, nothing like the dolphins or orcas that rule our oceans. In this world, mammals are footnotes, background characters in a story written by giants. And primates, the lineage that would one day lead to humans, they might never evolve at all. Let that thought sink in slowly, gently. Breathe in, breathe out.